Tattoo artists of Reddit, what is the most wholesome story behind a tattoo you did? My ex is a tattoo artist. The most wholesome thing she ever did on someone was two drunk English guys walked into the shop a few minutes before closing. They were best friends on a road trip across the states, with the ashes of the third friend that was supposed to go with them. They had been planning it for years. They both got his name tattooed on their ass. The plan for them was to show their ass to historical places. Apparently, the friend wanted to moon Mount Rushmore. They decided that they'd show their ass to all of the historical places they were visiting. A friend of mine is a tattoo artist. She got a guy come in with a photo of a tattoo on someone and insisted it be placed in the same place, exactly the same. It was a pink butterfly on the right wrist. When she asked him questions about it, he got defensive and just wanted to get it done. He was a big guy with a nearly full body of tattoos getting a pink butterfly on his wrist. Anyway, she does the tattoo, only took about 30 minutes, and when he saw the finished tattoo, he started to cry. It was his daughter's tattoo, one he took her to get. She had died a couple of weeks before in an auto accident, and he wanted to get her tattoo as a memorial. When he tried to explain beforehand, he kept getting choked up and got defensive automatically, as guys often do. It's hard to pick a particular one, because people come in for sentimental reasons all the time. Certainly any memorial piece can be emotional for the client, and since I'm a sympathetic crier, I always end up explaining their aftercare with the trying not to cry too wobble in my voice. Recently, though, I did a portrait of a woman's husband with his own signature reproduced underneath. His name was Tommy, and she brought in a memory book of photos she had made of her and him together that she had given him on his last birthday before he passed from a sudden cancer, 2 weeks from diagnosis to death. Once the tattoo was done, we flipped through the book together, and she explained where they were and why he was so wonderful. Throughout the next few weeks, I've had half a dozen people come in raving about the portrait and how much everyone loves it, and sharing memories with me about the guy. He was very well loved by the community, and I'm honored I got to tattoo him. Tattoo artist for about 2 years here. Last winter I had a happy couple in their 20s walk in wanting tattoos. I didn't think much of it because we take walk-ins every day. The girl goes first and got a small heart on her wrist. The guy goes second and gets a traditional diamond tattoo. It's basically just a really simple cartoon version of a diamond. I ask him why he wants this and just says he likes the design. All right, no problem. They both leave happy. A week later, I get a message from the girl thanking me for making their tattoo days so special. The guy had proposed to her later that evening after being together for 5 years. He got the tattoo to commemorate their engagement while she had no idea that he was going to propose. This still warms my heart every time I think about it. And also, I'm glad he said yes, because that would have sucked for him. Not a tattoo artist, and definitely not as wholesome as some other stories here. A couple years ago, my grandmother, 80s, and my aunt, late 50s, came to visit my family. My mother and her sister had agreed to get tattoos. After theirs were done, Grandma liked them so much that she got one too. When Grandma got back to her nursing home, all of her lady friends that lived there with her were jealous of her tattoo, so they got the staff to set them up a trip, and they all went and got tattoos. My grandma is one of the sweetest ladies in the whole world. Not a tattoo artist, but I saw a news article recently about how a bunch of local female tattoo artists were offering free nipple tattoos for breast cancer survivors. Not a tattoo artist, but my tattoo. My best friend died in an accident right after we started college. Her dad is a tattoo artist, so we always talked about getting our first ones together. What I wanted changed pretty much constantly, but she always wanted "this too shall pass" on her wrist. A few months after she passed, I went to her dad's shop and he tattooed it on me. It was always going to be a special one, but having her dad do it made it much more. I had a kid come in that was moving from home, probably for college, and he had to leave his kitty behind, so he wanted to get his paw print on the spot she normally rests her paw. It almost brought tears to my eyes because I adore my cat and couldn't imagine leaving her. I tattooed a girl and her aunt and mother, all the same day. The girl had gone through chemo and was waiting on results of her cancer. I was tattooing the phrase, "Just let go." I shit you not, I finished the last letter and wiped the tattoo. She got a phone call before I could clean it off, and it was her doctor calling. She had been cleared of cancer and cancer-free. It was emotional for us all. But what timing it was to get the call just as the last letter was done. I hope she's doing well. I have a tattoo of the last time my dog scratched me before he died. I was so afraid of losing that last remnant of him on my body, and the night we were playing and he scratched me was one of my favorite memories with him. We went to my parents' house for the weekend, and we were wrestling in the living room and laughing, and my mom popped her head from the stairs and shushed us. She was like, "What the hell is going on down here? You guys need to be quiet. Your dad has to work in the morning." We just looked at each other, and I swear he laughed too. He was a giant Doberman named Ivan. I never tell people why I got my tats, and I want to share. I got Bruce Lee because my dad was an abusive idiot, and it's the first and only thing we ever bonded over before he went nuts. I got a wolf wearing a trucker hat because my uncle was obsessed with wolves, like he wore those shirts and had that cheesy art all over his walls. I got 3 monkeys doing a see, hear, speak no evil poses for Grandpa because he taught me that, and was silly like a monkey. A bear with a shotgun. My best friend killed himself. No one saw it coming. I realized after he was gone, the only time I actually saw him happy was when he got a bear during hunting season. The entire rest of the time I knew him, he was faking it. My tattoo artist did all of them, and he doesn't even know what they mean because I'd tear up every time, just like I am writing this. I know someone who asked the coroner to make thumbprints from their mom after passing, and then had it turned into tattoo with the bottoms overlapping to make shape of heart.
Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe and leave a like.